Welcome back to the channel, guys. So this is going to be the third episode for Cracking the Coding Interviews playlist series. So today we are going to solve this problem statement 1.3, which is URLify. And the problem states that we need to replace all the spaces in a string with %20. And we would be given the length of the string, and the string's last letter would have an additional space after it to hold this specific character if it has a space in the string after the last letter. But I would preferably implement a solution that would not use the length of the string as an input, because I don't think it's of any use right now. And the solution would be simply relatively easy, because you guys can see for this example input the following text is Mr. John Smith, where there is a space after Mr. and there is a space after John. So we need to replace those spaces with %20 and %20. So that is it for this problem, and we shall now move on to the solution for this problem. So for the solution, I would create the relevant file first for this problem, and I'll name it as URLify.cpp. Yeah, so generally the idea to solve this problem would be relatively easy, because we just have to run a for loop, or what I prefer, a for each loop for the string, and wherever we encounter a space we could just add this character %20 or right after that specific word which is in the string. So we would I would preferably name the function as fill space, and as we need to return a string, so it should have a return type of string too. So string fill space, and I would pass it the string, and by reference, yeah, because I need to return the same string. And now in this function I would create a new string that would hold the resultant string with all the spaces filled with our special character, and I could name that as res, or you could name it as result or any other name which you would like. And then we could run a for each loop that for each character c in this particular string what we need to do is that we now need to check that if we encounter a space in the string, then for that case we just need to add that special character to the relevant space. And if that is not the case for the else part of this problem, we just need to add that specific word to our relevant resultant string, so that the resultant string contains not only the special character but actual the words along with the special character of the original string. And that would be it for this function. And yeah, we need to return the string too. Yeah, and now let's test our function in the main. So we could have our input string, and I would use the same string as in the problem, Mr. John Smith. And then what we need to do is that we need to store our resultant string which we have returned from our function. So string output would be equals to the answer which would be returned from our function when I would pass it the input string, and then we need to simply print the output string. Yeah, so this should do the work preferably. And now let's run the program. Yeah, so as you guys can see that each character, each of the space in the string is replaced by %20 as it was in this problem, and you could try it with different entries, maybe any other sort of string, either it be an integer one or either it be such a string, for example any other text in the string, and you could comment down below if there are any issues or how this could be improved. So after I would be done with the following problems, which we are left with for this chapter, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6 and up to 1.9. I would go for the answers that the author has given for this section for arrays and strings. So we could compare our answers or just have a general discussion in a live stream that how the author has implemented a solution for each of the following problem, so that we get a better idea of how it's done. So do like, share and subscribe guys, and comment down below if you have any queries regarding this or any other problem.